Hi everybody, my name is Iker and I would like today to present you the new and latest version of TZIBot, TZIBot version 2. So certainly the biggest improvement that we've made to TZIBot is the fact that now it's finally available on your iPhone. Previously TZIBot was an iPad app only, but now directly from the Apple App Store you'll be able to download the app for your phone. And if you already have TZIBot on iPad, and if you already purchased a chart, for example, or a module, as long as you log in with the same MindTime0 account, the same module and the same chart you purchase will also be available. So with this new version, we have lots of new features, but today I just want to focus on maybe the major improvements. So the first one is we redesigned the user interface. We made it a little bit lighter so that it can fit on an iPhone, but we believe it's more refined that way. So the way it works is, if you look at the bottom right, we have a new layer button, and that button here allows you to display whatever you want on your screen. So for example, right now I'm looking at a raster chart. If I want, I can switch to a vector chart to change my display just like that. I can also, if I want, add satellite picture and many other layers, some of which we will talk a little bit later. So something you can notice is that, even on a phone, TZIBot is extremely fast. This is because we use the same Time0 chart engine that we have on the iPad and even on our PC platform. So here, for example, you can zoom, everything goes very quick, you can pan, and you can even go in 3D if you want. Look at that. You can just scroll the chart. So it's very nice, a very nice experience. So now let's say you want to go back to your on-chip position, the GPS position. You just tap on the upper right corner on the GPS icon, and you go back to your position. If you tap again on that icon, TZIBot will switch from the north up mode presentation that I have right now to head up. So I tap again and I switch automatically in head up. If I tap again, I go back to north up. So very, very easy to use. And of course, we have also the zoom plus and minus button that you can tap with your finger. We are of course also compatible with pinch to zoom or pinch to unzoom. And if you want to access, settings and more advanced preferences, you tap on the top left, which is a Time0 button. You have access to the store. This is where you can download your charts, download the weather. We are going to talk about that next, and so on. And there is lots of options that you can customize. Alright, so now I would like to talk how to create what we call user objects on TZIBot. So if you want to create a mark or a route, it's very easy. You just tap your screen wherever you want to start your route or wherever you want to create your mark, and you can select new mark or new route from the tooltip. So here I'm going to create a new mark, just as an example. And you can see that that same mark was actually synchronized automatically to my iPad because they are on the same wireless network. So here, if I want to change the color or change the icon, I can just tap on that new mark. So I'm going to do it from the iPad this time. And here I'm going to change the color to red. Okay, and automatically, you can see, that same mark being also updated on TZIBot. So now let's make a route. So here to make a route, I'm going to go back into north up mode. All right, so I'm just clicking on my GPS icon on the top right corner. I'm going to zoom a little bit here, and let's make a quick route. So I'm going to tap my screen here, and I'm going to select new route. And then I just need to tap on the screen to create waypoints. What's great is we have an undo and redo button that automatically appears whenever you create a route or move a mark or that kind of stuff. So for example, if you make a mistake, you can just undo it by clicking on that. Okay, and you can continue to create your route just like so. Very easy. When you're done, you can click on the green button on the top that validates the route creation, and I just created a route. If I want to navigate on that route, well, I just need to tap on the route and select activate, or also since I have the route selected already, if you look on the top left, I have an activate route button. So if I tap on it, automatically TZIbot is activating the route for me, switch to head up for navigation, and again, as always, the same route has been synchronized and even activated on my iPad. Let's stop the route. So to stop the route, you can click on the stop icon on the top right, just above the GPS icon, and that stops the navigation. Again, synchronized automatically with my TZIbot is compatible with the Furuno wireless radar, the DRS-4W, also known as the first mate or first watch radar. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cancel that active route. So stop the navigation. And to display the radar, it's very easy. You just go to your layer and you select radar. So again, to have the radar working, what you need to have is, you need to have the DRS-4W from Furuno. You mount it on your vessel, very easy because it's just a power cable, there is no other wire, everything is wireless. And you connect your iPhone and or your iPad to the wireless network of the radar. And as soon as you have done so, you can display radar return directly on your iPhone, on your iPad. It's quite amazing, to just have a radar, almost like a full, chart plotter on your phone. It's great. So what's great also about that radar, it's 100% automatic, so there is no gain or clutter to adjust. The DRS-4W is going to adjust automatically the return for you. So here you can actually see a couple of targets around me. There is a boat passing on my port, actually two vessels passing on the port side. And as you zoom or unzoom, automatically TZIbot is going to control the range of the radar for you. Okay? So it's a great, inexpensive radar that can directly connect to TZIbot. So here on our small test boat, we are connected to a wireless gateway that sends us AIS information. So TZIbot is of course compatible with AIS as well. So you can tap on the layer again and select AIS, and now we will see all the AIS icon. So for example, here I have a target which is moving, and if I tap on that target, I will get all of the detail and all of the information. So I don't have the name quite yet because I just started TZ, but as soon as the name is being transmitted, the name will appear automatically on the map. Same thing here on my iPad, which uses a raster chart, by the way. Here I'm going to select AIS to display my AIS on the map. So let's talk about weather. So now it's a new feature of TZIbot. You can overlay weather on top of your chart. So I'm going to show you that on the iPad first. So let's unzoom a little. So I'm on the west coast of the USA here on the Columbia River. Let's tap that layer button and let's select wind, for example. You can see that now, TZIbot is displaying the wind using color, but also using particle animation. At the very bottom, you have a time bar that you can offset just to look at what will be the weather for the next couple of days. Something also very nice, we have what we call a meteogram that you can open just like so, and that will display the weather for a specific point. So you can look right now, tomorrow will be cloudy, no wind though, and after the wind will pick up a little bit, and after, it will be night. And right now, by default, the meteogram shows the weather that will occur at your position. But if you can tap on that button here, you can actually move the location to pretty much see what will be the weather for the next few days anywhere. You can select, if you want to look at temperature, if you want to look at waves, all of that can be customized. So let's say, for example, you want to look at waves on the map, you go back to the layer and you select wave. And same thing here, TZ is going to show you the wave with color, but also with particle animation. So it's very, very easy to use. So the way you access weather is either you have an internet access directly available on your iPad or iPhone. In that case, TZ will directly access our weather server and stream weather. But of course, if you do not have internet access, then you can download weather at home. And you do so by clicking on the TZ menu here. And you go to offline, chart and download. And you can just tap to download and cache a specific weather area. So it's very, very easy. This is the same way to cache and download charts, by the way. Okay? So just to show you on my iPhone, I can unzoom, same thing. Let's look at the weather here. So I'm going to tap on that menu, find wind, and here I go, I have weather on my. So here I have an iPad and I have an iPhone. So if I create marks or routes, or take a picture or catch from either this device, it will synchronize all my user objects on the network. So that's great. So here, for example, just to show you what I can do, I'm going to create a route on my phone, just to show you how it is and how you do that. You just tap anywhere on the screen. You have a pop-up menu. I'm going to select New Route. And I'm going just to tap on my screen to enter my waypoint. Very easy to use. So here I'm just going to do a very small test route. When you're done, you can click on the top right on the green button to validate your route. And this is how I created the route. And you maybe have already noticed that there is a new route icon that just appeared on my iPad. And if I tap on it to expand the route, the exact same route I just created is available on my iPad. So here I can, for example, edit that route. Let's do it from the iPad. I'm going to tap on a waypoint. I'm going to select Move, and I'm just going to drag that waypoint a little bit here, okay? And I'm going to tap to validate, and automatically the same route was updated on my phone. And then after, when we will, start the engine and go for a little trip here, when I will activate the route and navigate on the route, everything will be synchronized. Which is great because here I have my iPad mounted on my dash here, and this is my primary navigation tool. And I can have my phone in my pocket, and if I am on the back fishing or doing whatever, I can just take my phone and look at either my XTE or time to go, time to arrival, or even make some tweak from the back deck, come back here, and everything has been synchronized. So we have, a feature called Catch that allows you to log your position when you get your fish, and then record, information about the fish, like the species, the size, the weight, and you can even add a picture if you want. So let's try it, and it's great to do that from your iPhone. Again, on my setup here, I have my iPad, in front of me, it's mounted, and then I can use my iPhone just to review my navigation. If I am on the back deck fishing, I can pull it up, see and look on the chart, and I can log information very easily. So here on my phone, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tap on the action button, which is the button with 3 dots on the bottom right, and I'm going to create event. And here I can, take a simple picture, or I can add a point of interest, which is a mark with a specific icon and color, or I can create a catch. So here you can see I already have salmon, because this is what I caught earlier, so it's a preset. But you can click on New to select, the type of fish that you have. So for example, halibut. And optionally you can enter the size and the weight, and you can take a picture. So here I'm going to take a picture. Of course, I'm not fishing right now, but just to show you what I see here. Let's take a picture of that. Let's use the photo, and let's create the catch. And automatically, if I zoom in on my phone, you'll see I've marked that location with a halibut icon, fish icon. And again, automatically, that same mark has been synchronized to my iPad here. And even what's kind of cool here, of course, if I click on the phone, I can see the picture and all of the information, but same thing on the iPad. If I click on it, on the iPad, I get the picture, the same picture I took, information, I can even display it in full screen just like that. And whenever I go back to the marina, and whenever I have an internet connection, all of that information, the route, the catch I created, the marks, will be automatically synchronized to the cloud and backed up to the cloud. Again, here, I don't have any internet connection, okay? it's just a wireless network, a local network, but as soon as I have an internet connection, everything is going to be backed up to the cloud. And if you want to purchase a chart, you just need to click on the TZ icon located on the top left and you tap on Store. So you select the type of chart you want to purchase. So for example, I'm going to select vector chart. And then you select the area. So for example, America. And here you can see that we offer various areas that you can purchase. So just keep in mind that this is a 1-year subscription. So during that 1 year of subscription, you will receive all the updates for free, or they are part of your subscription. If you decide to cancel the subscription, you are going to keep your chart on your device, but you will not be able to update the chart anymore. Also, something nice is if you have multiple devices, for example, here I have an iPhone and I have an iPad, as long as you log in on both of these devices with the same MindTime0 account, your purchase will be shared across all of your devices. So it's really nice. So all the purchases are done through the Apple Store. Okay. So here I already purchased some charts, so I'm going to back out. And as soon as you purchase a chart, vector or raster, then you can tap on the layer button and select the chart that you just purchased. So now with the nautical chart, you will get all of your objects, such as buoy, rock, and danger, and of course, depth information on the nautical chart. So something to pay attention is when you have an internet connection, TZIBot is going to stream the chart. But if you plan to go in an area where you do not have an internet connection, which is most of the case, then what you have to do is you have to download or cache the chart before you go out. And to do that, you can do that at home when you have a good internet connection. You tap on the TZ icon again, and then you go to Offline Chart and Weather. Okay? And then at the bottom, you choose and select the type of data you purchase, so vector or raster. And then you'll see that you can tap on some cells. And these cells on which you tap on are going to be downloaded. So again, here, I would suggest to do that at home when you have a good internet connection. So here it's going to be a little bit slow. But right now, TZIBot is downloading all that information on your device so that after you do not need any internet connection to look at the chart.